Two ladies from our Quantum Logic Interactive group are going to be in Bosnia at the pyramids, and they will both be there at the same time in the window of June 16th through the 20th, 2023. As per our process, we will be, as a group, working with them to connect to and holograph the radial field. Now, Thoth is requesting that I also share this video with the public, that is, those of you interested here in Blue Star Rising. So let me give a little bit of backstory first. This project connects us to the Pyramidus Radius Matrix. I have a video on that and references to it in other videos, so I will be placing a link to that playlist, which will include this video. And if you wish to view the video on the Pyramidus Radius Matrix, there are actually two in there, one very short and one more detailed and longer, that can plug you into that energy field and what it's really all about from the Thothic perspective. So I'm just going to briefly say here that the Pyramidus Radius Matrix is a platform, a frequency platform, not a place, but a frequency platform that integrates World System 1 into World System 2. In other words, prepares us as a planet and as a consciousness to move, to ascend, to transfer from this world system, the World System 1, into the World System 2, and in this case, Thoth is specifically identifying it as the new Earth star. There are three major radial points to create the radius that connects all, I believe it's 144,000, the key number, pyramids on this planet to this process, because that is the engine that creates and sustains the frequency of the Pyramidus Radius Matrix. It creates the matrix. But there are three pyramidal points. One is the pyramid of the sun, but really all of its pyramids, but the sun is the point referenced to the radial. And then we have the one, there's a pyramid, Thoth says, under the White Pyramid of China. And then the third point is not a pyramid in the sense that we understand it, but it is an energy pyramid, and it is under Lake Meoris in Egypt, the Ta threshold. I probably will be covering these other points at other times, but I'm just giving you an overview right now. Each of these radial points has a unique identity signature, energy signature. They all coordinate and work together, but they are individual parts of the whole, and each part allows the other part to have its uniqueness, so it works together in a very synchronized, synergetic way. The Bosnia Master Pyramid, known as the Pyramid of the Sun, is the main thresholding point that connects into the higher heavens, if we want to use a biblical term here. In other words, into the higher dimensions of the cosmos that are aligned and that are coordinating with the whole frequency of planet Earth. The universe has programs of light that aren't man-made or made from aliens or something. These are natural programs of the spectrum. It's science. And the way it works and the way these spectrums move is in a radial kind of patterning. So the Pyramidus Radius is surfing into that natural pattern. Now, the radius itself of the pyramidus radius, of course, was created by our star kindred for the purpose of the evolution of consciousness and physical beingness of planet Earth. But it is using a system that is a natural function of universal divine order. In 2005, a Bosnian-born archaeologist named Sam Osmanagic discovered that these mysterious pyramid-like hills in an area of Bosnia were actually pyramids. Now, of course, every archaeologist on the planet just about jumped on him and said he was crazy. You know how that goes. However, since then, he has studiously researched, along with other scientists, these pyramids and found they are absolutely genuine, even though most scientists refuse to even look at the amazing evidence to this. Further, he has discovered them to be energetic systems. He's especially focusing on the Pyramid of the Sun, which Thoth calls the master pyramid in this array. I wish to quote now from the online magazine, The Ancient Code, concerning these pyramids. Recent studies performed at the Bosnia Pyramids have uncovered incredible features that are slowly changing how society perceives history and archaeology. The Pyramid of the Sun, with its 20 meters height, exceeds the Great Pyramid of Egypt, which measures 147 meters, or height. However, what we find mind-blowing is the fact that the pyramid's orientation to the north is accurate with an error of 0 degrees, 0 minutes, and 12 seconds. In the Ancient Code article that I'm reading here, it states that Dr. Osmanagic first discovered the Bosnian pyramids in Visoko in 2015. Previously, I'd read it was 2005. There's a quote here from him stating, "In summer of 2013, we analyzed a piece of organic material discovered between 2 concentric layers. The age was released in September 2013, and it shows 29.200 years plus or minus 400 years. This find confirms that the Bosnian pyramids are also the oldest known pyramids on the planet. Either the 2005 date is simply incorrect, or there was some previous work done by him that led to eventually his discovery of the pyramids in 2015. To continue with the article in Ancient Code, researchers have detected and measured an energy beam, electromagnetic in nature, coming through the top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, and the details are just incredible. The radius of the beam is 4.5 meters with a frequency of 28 kHz with a strength of 3.9 V. According to researchers, the beam is continuous and its strength grows as it moves up and away from the pyramid. This phenomena contradicts the known laws of nature, physics, and technology, and might as well be the first ever tangible proof of I'm going to spell this, HERZIAN, technology found on Earth. An ultrasound beam found at the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun comes in regular blocks of 9.3333 Hertz with a peak up to 28.3000 kHz. So what you have here are properties of energy making constructions, natural formations, or natural pyramids do not display these characteristics. By the end of 2012, the source of the beam was located 1.5 miles under the pyramid, and according to researchers, it has an estimated power of over 10 kW. Researchers have uncovered the presence of ultrasound oscillations at 24 kHz and 1 octave up at 48 kHz, whose amplitudes changed in a rhythmic pattern thanks to hydrophone recordings conducted in water pools within the Ravni tunnels. A 38 kHz frequency also appeared erratically. Interestingly, this is 14 kHz higher than the 24 kHz frequency, a difference frequency that is half of the 28 kHz frequency reported coming from the Pyramid of the Sun. Energy screenings show that the ionization level has over 43,000 negative ions, which are about 200 times higher than the average concentration, which makes these underground chambers display healing properties. Levels of negative radiation. What is even more impressive is the fact that tests have confirmed that the levels of negative radiation through the Hartmann, Curry, and Schneider grids are equal to 0 in the tunnels discovered. There has been no technical radiation nor cosmic radioactivity found in the tunnels. Ceramic sculptures have been discovered over the underground water streams, which are positioned in such a manner that the negative energy is converted to positive. This concludes the article in Ancient Code on the Bosnian Pyramids. Now let us return to the perspective of Thoth intelligence on this subject. As I previously stated, 2 of the ladies of our Quantum Logica Interactive are in Bosnia now and are working with the frequencies of this dynamic. They are doing so as a front for the whole stream that is coming through our Quantum Logica Interactive network. We use quantum devices to stream energies to specific locations, as directed by Thoth intelligence, of course, for the healing and benefit of the planet. So what you're about to see here and experience are semantic frequencies, sound frequencies, sonic, placed into images with a particular code number of frequency that's placed in the prompt that I use to create this AI generative art. And these images are going to be holographically scanning the master pyramid at Bosnia, the Pyramid of the Sun. They will place these images on their phones and appear as if they are just photographing or videoing the complex. And actually, they will be looking at these images, and through the lens of the camera, these images will be transferred into the invisible grid of the pyramid. There will be an interaction, and this will allow the network of the pyramid's radius to capture these frequencies and thus be able to communicate better with the entire pyramid's radius, allowing our QLI network to be able to communicate better with the entire pyramid's radius. It will also place the QLI network on signal, as Thoth calls it, with the Bosnian complex and the master pyramid. Again, sending this into the full radial pattern of the pyramid's radius. This means that the pyramid's radius goes, oh, Quantum Logica Interactive is involved, is working with this signal. Of course, I'm putting it in human terms here, but it will be alerted and it will receive us because we have the right patterning, the right frequencies in these template images that I have created through Thoth's overlighting for that process. It was requested that I share these sonic images with the public so that if you feel so inclined, you can engage them as well and literally help us to fortify the signals. It's all a matter of quantum field energetics. And the quantum fields, while they're focused and enhanced by devices, they are coming from us, from the human spectrum, and from the crystalline DNA frequencies. So all of you, if you choose, can contribute to this on this particular venture that we are doing, this sacred journey right now. Before beginning with the process, I also want to introduce to you two individuals that I was shown who are key to the workings of this dynamic, and especially the interactive dynamic with quantum logica at this time. This first individual is named Arrakis. He comes from an ancient time through the gate, the portal gate of the Pyramid of the Sun. He was, or you could say is, a part of the original construction of the Bosnian Pyramids. So that would be over 20,000 or maybe 25,000 years in our past. Selima is a Syrian hybrid with some human and other star genetics, but primarily Syrian. She carries the same core genetics as what are called nowadays the tall whites, which is a universal genetic code and not isolated for those called by that name. She is among our star kindred, and in the light program which Thoth gives me the name Nobilis Terra Nata. This is the overall star kindred and inner earth kindred who work with us in this project of QLI, Quantum Logica Interactive. You will notice she has one blue eye and one brown eye. I believe this is a fairly close resemblance to her. I did not prompt for eyes of different colors, but when I saw this image, it rang true for me. And in all the many images that I do with AI art, I don't believe that I've ever come up with a face that has two different eye colors before. Let us begin with the imaging. As you view these signals, allow yourself just to move into the flow with it and visualize and intend that you are sending these imaging patterns into the master pyramid of the sun in Bosnia.